Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and this is a new chapter for my book. And my book is titled, you'd think I'd know it by now, wouldn't you? 71 Powerful Writing Habits You Can Learn from Self-Publishing 91 Books. So this chapter is called Set Goals for Your Writing. There's got to be a purpose why you write. There's got to be a reason why you write. There's got to be an understanding of why you're going to embark on this expensive and time-consuming project. And that's all been discussed, and we've discussed things like that. But in the process of being a busy writer, you're only going to achieve things if you set goals and set targets to work to. If you're going to produce one book a month, it's going to take a lot of work. If you're going to produce a new book every 6 months, you don't have to work as hard every week and invest as much time. I'm always setting goals. I like to be busy, and I like to work to targets. I first envisaged, I saw a vision, and I saw a bookcase in heaven, and I heard the number 50. And so my first goal was to write those 50 books. So I thought the 50 books was all the books I was going to write in my life. So I set a goal of writing as many books as I can, and through luck or through God's sovereign ways that he worked, God simultaneously at the same time raised up a ministry for me to earn an income from doing personal prophecies for people. I have a link in the back of every one of my books advertising that service of doing personal prophecies for Christians. And when they're impressed with my books, many people go to the website and request a prophecy. So I set a mission, I set a target initially to write those 50 books. Well, I passed those 50 books and I'm still living. I thought I'd be 70 or 80 years old, still writing books, but I published those 50 books really quick, and I had to set a new goal. I had to set a new target. So the next target I set was that I wanted to have 100 books, so someone could discover me and love one book and then buy a second book and love that, and absolutely feel that they're in heaven, that they can slowly read their way through the 100 books. But the problem is for them is I produced a book a month, so some people can never catch up. My goal has shifted now through a good friend, Roy, that I have proofread books for me sometimes. He felt God tell him that I'm going to write 300 books in my lifetime. And as I've contemplated that goal, and as I'm fast approaching my 100, I have the faith, I have the belief in myself, and the belief in God to provide the money and the finance to self-publish them, that I'll reach 300. And perhaps me traveling from church to church and traveling the world preaching may never be me traveling from church to church preaching. It may just be my books traveling to many countries and impacting many people who one day a week sit in the church, but come home to their favorite author and read 10 and learn 10 times as much. But be a dreamer, set goals for yourself, set targets for yourself, and let those targets inspire you and lead you into being a productive writer.